Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we finally reached the conclusion of the Grayson Bay vs. Judge Perkins saga. When we left off yesterday, Grayson Bay had already been found guilty and held responsible for most of the charges against him, with a jury trial scheduled for the following day. Unfortunately, for many of you, and honestly for me as well, that jury trial never happened. The prosecutor chose to drop the remaining 2 charges. Instead, what we get is Judge Perkins delivering a firm and well-earned admonishment as he sentences this sovereign citizen on the charges he was convicted of. So, let's get right into it.
Versus Javar Tyrone Grayson, case number SP14643761, SP14640991, SP146390, counts 1, 2, and 3. State your name for the record.
Grayson
Bay. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
State your name for the record.
Grayson Bay.
All right. This is today is the date and time set for a jury trial. Ms. Schneider, can you put your appearance on the record, please?
Good morning, Your Honor. Alexa Schneider for the people, P80322. For the record, the issuing officer, Officer Ambrose, was present, although I released him.
Mr. Grayson Bay, we didn't conclude some of the. First of all, I want to get the record straight from yesterday. I did mention, and you did cite. Where's Mr. Grayson Bay's file? Yes, but I brought it back downstairs. Yes. I wanted to clear up something I said on the record as far as the case that you cited out of Alabama. That I was incorrect as far as the facts of that case.
Sovereign citizens, pay close attention. This is what it looks like to admit you were wrong and actually correct your mistake.
Reverend Shuttlesworth was not the case where they were walking down the street and did not obtain the license to assemble. That was a case where he has another reverend organized a sit-in and at a restaurant, and they were ticketed. And the unfortunate part about it is, and that's just how our society is, and it was, and still is for the most part, is that this case had to go all the way to the United States Supreme Court for him to get justice on this case. But again, you're citing cases, sir, that you're not even reading what the cases are about.
I'll admit, I genuinely enjoy it when a sovereign citizen starts citing case law. It gives me a chance to revisit and better understand the foundations of our legal system. That said, about half the time they cite cases that only loosely resemble their situation, and the other half, the cases directly contradict everything they're arguing. To put it simply, for anyone who might be struggling to keep up, when you cite these cases, you're so wrong that you're not even wrong.
I can actually fine you. That's something a lawyer would be could be brought up to the grievance commission on and potentially lose their license. All the cases in there, all the cases that you have cited are saying exactly the opposite of what you purport. Have you looked at any of them?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you read them? When did you do that last night?
I've been studying more science. My religion is more science. As you can see, if it looks like a duck, it acts like a duck, it tells you it's a duck, it's pretty much a duck. So I'm more science. So I've been studying for over 10 years.
Well, that's about a decade's worth of edible highlighters the world will never get back. But something you said really caught my attention, because I say it all the time, if it walks like a duck and talks like a duck, it's probably a sovereign citizen splashing around in a public pool. It doesn't matter if you call yourself a Moorish scientist or an American state national. If you believe you can drive without a license like a sovereign citizen, or that courts have no jurisdiction over you like a sovereign citizen, then congratulations, you're a full-blown, crayon-crunching sovereign citizen.
And,
But you haven't been studying.
no disrespect to you, Your Honor. I just want to remain mute to the fact and acknowledge that my mother is here, the matriarch of my family. And so I just want to remain mute to this case in this matter. And the floor is yours. This is your courtroom. No disrespect. My mother is here.
No. Ma'am, can you stand up and state your name, please?
My name is Mary Grayson Hall.
Good morning, Ms. Grayson Hall. And I'm not, it's nothing about, you can see it. I just wanted you to acknowledge, I do acknowledge the fact, and I appreciate the fact that you have support here. The court always recognizes that. That's why I asked you to stand up. But you want to remain mute now, but you didn't remain mute when you filed these pleadings. This is how you speak to the court, exactly the way you did. Now, maybe the form is not exactly the way the court kind of or the rules have applied, but I understand you're in pro per and you might not know all of those rules. But when you start filing these documentations, you're speaking to the court and you're representing that this is the current state of the law as this is the current state of the law, and this stuff applies to your case, and I should be reading this stuff and be able to interpret what you're saying about your case through these cases. And when I read these cases, it says exactly the ones that I've read, and I've seen these cases filed before, it says exactly the opposite of what you're trying to say. Because what I understand you're trying to say is that you're trying to say that you don't need a valid driver's license to drive on the roads, you don't need proper registration on your vehicle, and you don't need proper insurance. And you're even going as far as saying that the police officers, and correct me if I'm wrong, that the police officers do not even have the authority to pull you over. Is that correct?
Again, Your Honor, I remain mute to the situation.
Standing mute and keeping your mouth shut would be the smartest move you could make right now. You clearly understand that you have the right to remain silent, but the real question is whether you actually have the ability to do it.
And I replied, my mother is here. No due respect to the court. My matriarch is here. And I gave you pretty much documents to read. And I'm standing on those documents and I'm gonna remain mute. Thank you.
All right, so I've already found you guilty of the count of refusing to exhibit a driver's license, SP 1464091. I'm going to fine you on that case $240. I've already found you responsible on SP 1463901, expired plate. I'm going to fine you $145 on that. 1463903, insurance no proof, and I say guilty on SP 1464091, and that's a 240 for the insurance no proof. I'm going to fine you $195 on that. All right. As far as the other counts, I had the note. Well, you told me off the record that you're going to dismiss SP 146436761 and SP 146390002. Is that correct?
That's correct, Your Honor.
So 145, 195, and $240, sir. When can you pay?
I will probably need after the holidays, maybe 3 months. I might get something up for you.
Are you working?
I do carpentry.
Yeah, you do carpentry. Are you working?
Yes. Yeah, I have jobs lined up.
Okay, so why do we need so much time?
They lined up. They're not completed. They're just future jobs that I have lined up.
In other words, you don't have anything lined up, and you're unwilling to get a real job. And trust me when I say this, every major city is hiring. The only requirement is that you actually want to work.
So presently you're not working?
Today I'm in court.
you got this play on words.
Yeah, I mean, traveling and
Is this
driving. I mean,
the-
yeah, it beats the system. Play on word. I mean, it's the truth, though. I mean, I got to speak the truth to you, right?
You're
respect
not
the truth?
working now. If you.
Okay, I'm not
asking
working
you-
today. I'm not working.
No. You're not, I'm asking you, why is it taking you
We-
3 months to get up? I don't typically give out 3 months, to pay fines, especially when somebody's working, and especially in a career that's a skilled trade, that's a very lucrative career. So I'm trying to give you the time you need, but I need to make a good basis for that.
3
Because
months.
you're not giving me a good basis for giving you 3 months, and you're telling me you're a carpenter and you're telling me you're working. Now, if you're telling me you're a carpenter and I'm not working currently, then that's something that I can go with. But you're telling me I'm just not working today.
Right.
I'm gonna go to work tomorrow.
Be
I'm
optimistic,
going to work
yeah.
tomorrow, and I'm
Very-
going to work the next day.
Yeah.
So I'm not giving you 3
I'm
months.
very
for that.
optimistic. That's why I say, well, as this present, not, but yeah, tomorrow. I'm very optimistic about work. So yeah, Yeah.
So you're not working.
today I'm not working. Tomorrow I'm going. I have grass work tomorrow to do. There are schedules to do, and I do have a future as a job to have things to be done. But as you saying, as I'm working, I'm telling you the truth. Not as now, no. If that clears, if that makes you feel comfortable,
No,
I'm not working.
I'm trying to ascertain.
No, I'm
what's
not
going
working.
on, sir.
I'm not working at this present moment. I'm not working.
And when you say you're working, you have some aspirations of working,
Yes.
like everybody does. We're
Yes.
looking for, well, not everybody, because not everybody is trying to work.
Right. Exactly.
So
Yes.
you're not working now,
Right.
correct?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Let me ask you this, ma'am. Is this the kind of, I don't know, I want to make sure that you don't need any mental health services?
And yes, I am serious, anyone foolish enough to willingly choose this lifestyle should absolutely have their mental faculties evaluated.
Because you're giving me these play on words. You're giving me all of this
Speak the
stuff.
truth,
You're-
Your Honor.
you know, I don't
Speak the truth.
I don't feel you're speaking the truth to me.
I'm not working today at this present moment. I'm not working.
And you're not working. You don't have anything set for tomorrow,
No, I don't.
right?
Nope, I don't. I don't.
You don't.
I'm
Do you
not
have
even
anything
working.
set for next
No.
week?
No, I'm just anticipating things. You're right. I don't.
Do you understand what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm just gonna get you out of here. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th. You can either Zoom in or come in. I'm gonna give you till March the 5th to have the stuff paid off. All right?
Could I get a total of that?
Oh, I love this part. With one simple question at the very end, everything he claimed to stand for completely collapsed. By asking that question, he admitted that U.S. law exists, that Michigan law exists, and that the court has jurisdiction and judicial authority over him. And the best part? He voluntarily entered into a contract with the government himself. I'm satisfied with that ideological victory over this mental gymnastics routine. But if there's one thing I've learned about sovereign citizens, it's this: he'll be back. Alright guys, that's going to wrap up today's video. Thanks for sticking around. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. If you didn't, hit dislike. Either way, drop a comment below and make sure you subscribe with notifications turned on so you don't miss any future content.